You can't build around God's faithfulness and come back and say it doesn't exist. It's foolishness. So it takes a fool to say in his heart that there's no God. If biology is what produced children, they should have produced it. They should have. They should have. So from verse 1, the Bible says, then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, who is this that darkeneth counsels by words without knowledge? Gird up now your loins like a man, for I will demand of you certain questions, and you will answer me. Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Declare if you have understanding. Who laid the measures of it? Tell me if you know. Who stretched the lines upon it? Where was the foundations fastened? Or who laid the corners? It means the earth can't be a big bang. God is taking responsibility. I laid the foundations, I drew the lines, I fastened the depth. Everything as touching our physical earth, when you study to understand it, you know they are precise. And sometimes if you have a measure here and you lack something there, you have a disrupted state. Even the speed with which the force of gravity attracts, the distance between the earth and the sun, if it was a bit farther, we'll freeze. If it was a bit closer, we'll burn. He said, who did the measurement? Tell me if you know. Science cannot prove God. Science can discover a part of his works, because even the laws of science are established on the faithfulness of God. They are not created, they are discovered. You don't create the law of gravity, you discover it. It's there. And you need to understand, for us to build around those laws, we can only successfully build around them because they are constant. You can't build around God's faithfulness and come back and say it doesn't exist. It's foolishness. So it takes a fool to say in his heart that there's no God. There's a reason why Gabriel is called Gabriel and Michael is called Michael. El Elyon, Elohim, El. So when Zechariah dared to doubt him, he said, I am Gabriel. I stand before the throne. I tell you, you won't speak till the fulfillment of this prophecy has come to pass. He was talking about what's the fulfillment? That God is about to give them a son. How can you wake up and say God doesn't give babies? Something Zachariah went dumb for. The way Christianity is going, you become Eddie and your spirit man will be lean because you want to be intelligent. The angel came and met Abraham and Sarah in their old age and said, by this time next year, your wife will be with a child. If biology is what produced children, they should have produced it. They should have. They should have. For 75 years they tried. It's beyond biology. All good and perfect gift comes from God. He gives. It's beyond biology. You see people who have been doing the biology for years and they've not had children. You don't tell them, and there are times that doctors can't find anything. Not all things are literal. The end time church must wake up. The attempt to remove God from the equation